Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Guys, I wanted to speak to you guys about this whole Meghan and Harry situation. I honestly didn't know that they were so disliked, because I don't want to use the word hated. But if we're going to call a spade, it really does seem like they are hated so much. So much so that allegedly they are coming off social media for good. They will not be using their personal account. They will not be using any of their accounts because of the hate that they have been receiving. And I just think it is so ludicrous and so crazy. If you did not know, guys, Harry and Meghan received 5,000 abusive and racist tweets in 2 months. Not just abusive, but racist. I'm gonna let that just sink in, because honestly, this really hurts my heart to even state. Like, I know people don't like Meghan, and to be quite honest, I don't really know why. That's gonna be something that I'm definitely open to understand where people are coming from. I honestly do feel like a lot of the hate that she receives stems from racial undertones, because I feel like Harry is very much loved. I think he's always been an outcast within the family, but I think to people he's always been loved by the nation. So for me, it's like when Meghan came in, although people celebrated the wedding and wanted to be a part of that, I think it took a turn very quickly, and people took their knives out and just started to rip her to shreds little by little. And of course, Harry being a husband, he definitely had to protect his family, and that's what he's done. And obviously he's carrying a load of the hate that is coming towards her. And what I love about their story is that he's doing everything that he can to shield her. He is taking on a lot of the backlash and a lot of the heat, and he's carrying that for her on her behalf. And I love that. I love that. But it's just crazy to me to see that that's how much abuse and racist tweets they receive. So do you guys remember in 2019 when Harry and Meghan traveled to Africa and they did this explosive documentary called Harry and Meghan: An African Journey? Now, they revealed a lot of their struggles over the unfair scrutiny that they received, and even in that they received a lot of backlash. And you know what was even funny? She spoke about the struggles that she was going through as a new mum, but was it last year? Yeah, so but last year she shared about her miscarriage, and people were suddenly trying to comfort her, praising her, celebrating her, talking about how brave she is for talking about it. And I just thought to myself, but yet she wasn't getting the same accolades when she was talking about the struggle she was facing as a new mum. That's very interesting to me. Let's go back to this whole social media issue. Now, before Meghan and Harry got married in 2018, Meghan was a really keen user of social media. She had 1.9 million followers on Instagram, 350,000 Twitter followers, and 800,000 likes on Facebook. And she also had a lifestyle website and blog. So now, combined, they had more than 10 million Instagram followers last year. Now, they've gotten to this place where they are quitting social media for good, and this comes after a royal expert claimed that Prince William would be concerned that Harry appears to be exploiting his mother's iconic status after he used a picture with their late mother, Prince Diana, to help launch his new website. I just kind of feel like they can just never get it right. I feel like no matter how hard Meghan and Harry try, there's always something, there's always scrutiny, there's always a reason why they are doing something wrong. First it was, oh, they took all the taxpayers' money, they paid it back. Now they're doing their own thing. Now they're making their own money, they're getting their own deals, and it's this and it's that. There's always something. They never get a break. And I think that's where my frustration comes from, because it's like, when are you gonna give these people a break? Like, they're literally just trying to live their life, they're trying to do their own thing, you know, and yet they still get dragged. They had this whole Megxit where Buckingham Palace said that they could no longer receive public funds for royal duties. Obviously, after their step down, Harry and Meghan got a deal with Netflix, which was said to be worth about 75 million, and the link up with Spotify has made them around 18 million. Now, the pair will make a podcast as well, as Archwell Audio, featuring a cameo appearance from their 19-month-old Archie. Of course, they've been in the background working on the website for that. Even that in itself, there seems to have been issued with that in terms of Princess Diana, and claims that Harry is exploiting that, but that was his mum, and I'm sorry, nobody can tell me that he did not love his mum or that he was an opportunist. Like, Harry does not come across to me like an opportunist. He's trying to also bring bread home. Do you know what I mean? He's a breadwinner. He's trying to support his family. He's trying to be a provider, and I don't see exactly what the problem is, or what the scrutiny is, or the background of that, or the reasoning for that. I think they are doing extremely well for themselves, and they've been getting so much abuse that they won't even be using social media to promote Archwell. They won't be using social media for their own personal account. What even frustrates me the most is that this is a country that loves to scream about mental health. This is a country that loves to endorse on these mental health associations, but yet they're so quick to crucify people, to cancel people, to literally, and it's almost like, the question I always ask is, so the day, God forbid, that you will hear something happen to them, are you gonna be the first one to be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry guys, we need to be mindful of people's mental health, blah 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 blah? Like, honestly, ridiculous. Like, this really does break my heart, because I just kind of feel like I personally do not see the damage or the harm that these two have done, except fall in love, be married. They're not conventional, they're not traditional, they're very quote unquote outcast, and they just want their freedom. They want to live their life respectfully, because they're both very respectful people. And it's almost like the rejection from all levels, all corners. It's really unfair. Like, it is really unfair. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on that situation. Thank you so much for taking time to tune in. Please do hit the like button, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.